Hi, I'm Pam, and I'm here to talk about video games. Today I'm talking about a new release that adds dinosaurs into the metroidvania mix. How could I not play this? It's Primal Planet. Primal Planet is developed by Seething Swarm and released in July 2025 for PC. I received a game key from the game's publisher pretty soon for this review. You play a caveman fighting to protect his family against the dangers of the world: carnivorous dinosaurs, sea monsters, environmental hazards, and aliens? Together with your buddy Sino, the Sinosauropteryx, you will need to brave this strange world, exploring, fighting, gathering resources, crafting, and getting stronger to take on the challenges ahead. Primal Planet charmed me right from the start. I love the pixel art and how it tells its story and evokes emotion without having to use any words. You start out with a happy family, a wife and child and a dino pal. There's clear love between everyone. You can hug your wife and pick up your child and carry them on your back. But of course, that can't last. After a few dangerous encounters, which did hit me in the feels, you find it's just you and Sino, and you need to fight to get your family back. Movement in the game feels great. You'll be exploring jungles, oceans, mountains, and doing a fair bit of platforming. You have a roll jump which increases distance and is very satisfying, can grab onto ledges, wall jump, and even throw spears into walls to use as platforms. Don't be like me and forget about this ability. Combat gives you a few options. You have your basic melee attack, but can also swing or throw consumable spears, throw bone shards, and even learn to create traps. Many creatures are passive. They won't attack you unless you attack them, but some are certainly out to eat you. And all the while, Sino is at your side, helping you in combat. He's a very useful little guy. He can heal himself by consuming meat from fallen enemies, and if he does fall in combat, you can get him back up, or just wait a few seconds until he comes back himself. Both platforming and combat are simple but effective. What spices up the game is the crafting and progression systems. As you defeat enemies or find new things, you'll be getting a steady stream of experience, leveling up, and getting skill points which you can use in a variety of ways. There are a ton of different things to use your skill points on, for you, for Sino, and even skills learned from people in your village. When I finished the game, I was nowhere near capped on skills. Some of the most important things to spend your points on are new abilities. Things like a double jump or dash that make getting to new places possible. There are also increases to damage from each of your weapon types, your speed, how long you can stay underwater, or how much meals heal you. Sino's speed and damage can be buffed as well. One aspect of the game I really love is that you can build a village. You find people out in the wild and bring them back, build them homes, and learn new skills from them, like how to craft new items. These villagers can also be hired for the meager price of a food item, and they will travel the world with you, helping you fight until they're knocked down and return to the village. I really like when the game feels like a team effort, when your wife is with you, wielding her bow and arrow like a boss, or when you pick up another companion. Crafting is a large part of the game. As you explore, you'll be collecting resources from the environment, like reeds, herbs, bones, and meat. When you get to a campfire, you can craft these into items that help you. Sadly, you can't heal at campfires, but you can craft food, which does the job. There is lots to craft. Spears are always handy, other consumable weapons can help with combat, and different medicines can let you explore further by lessening the effects of being underwater or around poison. Torches will also be one of the most important things, as you use them to light up new areas, which also give XP, burn thorns which block your way, and uncover the full map in each zone. Getting your torches where you need them without water extinguishing them acts as a bit of a puzzle in the early game. I really enjoyed exploring this world. I always love lighting up a new area with a torch. There are plenty of secret areas with passable walls that hide more resources, and there are cute little touches around the map. Finding and offering herbs to spirit trees gives you some bonus skill points, and some areas let you create a cave painting of something you've experienced. I really liked those. I do have one major complaint, and that's the map. The world map is alright. It does mark some areas of interest for you, which is helpful, though it doesn't tell you the names of individual zones. The zone maps are also okay. If you squint, you can see where there's a campfire, map marker, or spirit tree around, but you can't mark anything yourself. My problem is that you can only view a detailed zone map when you are in that zone. It's not possible to get an overview to see areas you might have missed or see where the nearest teleport is. I'll get to those in a sec. At one point, I was looking for a zone I had been to before. I knew the name, what it looked like, but I just didn't remember exactly where it was in the world. I just had to wander around until I find it. And these zones are large. Making your way across the map is not quick. There are aliens in this world, and also alien technology. You can find items to power up teleporters, which will send you to a new place in the map. At first, I thought these would be a nice fast travel system, but they aren't really. Each teleporter is only connected to one other, limiting travel options. There's no markers for which teleporters are connected, or any kind of map legend at all. I know this game is going for a wordless experience in most areas, but a more helpful map would have been greatly appreciated. Despite my map woes, I did enjoy exploring the game. I really like the environments and how the lighting changes as the days and nights pass. The pixel art is so delightful, and there's a great variety of creatures to discover. There are so many dinosaurs to see, and possibly fight, plus a bunch of different flying and waterbound creatures. I loved seeing herds of dinosaurs roving past in the backgrounds, or seeing dolphins breaching the water against the moonlight. There's a fair amount of swimming in this game, with large underwater areas. Swimming areas sometimes overstay their welcome, but at least the creatures you find are cool, and combat is still fun. The music is also great, especially the water themes, and all the sound effects from rolling to throwing a spear to discovering a secret zone are very pleasing to me. Primal Planet offers local co-op, so you can play through with a friend, with them playing as Sino. It's a nice feature, but not a robust one. Player 2 can jump in at any time and wreak havoc as a tiny dinosaur. Sino is very agile, having even more climbing ability than your caveman, and I think he might actually be stronger combat-wise. He can tear up enemies and devour them to replace any lost health. As in solo mode, if he dies, it's not a huge deal. He'll be back soon. Though skill points can be spent on Sino, they don't get to do anything to do with crafting. They can pick items up, but not use them. Both my partner and I agreed that though Sino was fun to try, neither of us would want to play through the entire game as player 2. There's just not enough to it. Primal Planet isn't too difficult, especially if you make the most out of crafting and using your consumables. It took me 10 hours to complete it, though, as I mentioned at the beginning, I totally forgot about one of my abilities, which resulted in much wasted time. If I had remembered sooner, this likely would have been closer to 8 hours. I had fun with Primal Planet. I appreciate the simple story and that it didn't need words to draw me in. I love the setting, the art, and the music, and it feels very good to play. It does a good job combining resource gathering, crafting, and action to create a well-rounded experience, even if the actual map leaves something to be desired. If you're looking for a new spin on the metroidvania and you like crafting, or dinosaurs, I do recommend this one. If you want to see more interesting metroidvanias, check out my review of Depths of Sanity. I have a Patreon if you want to support my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.